Hi, Maria Heinegg.
Hello, Caitlin Peluffo.
Welcome to Talk Radio.
I'm Delilah, here for the soft hits. Are you a lonely white woman in the Pacific Northwest?
Boy, do we have some Kenny Chesney? No, Kenny.
No, that's country. But that was nice. That was a good effort.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Who's the guy on the saxophone?
Kenny G?
Kenny G.
There you go.
Do you want some Kenny G?
What kind?
Kenny G spot? I don't know.
Oh boy.
We just had another person on our podcast who was disgusting, huh? Little Playboy.
Was it one of my ex-boyfriends?
I don't know.
Who
Jordan
was it?
Fisher?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
That would have been fun. That would have been a little hot dish.
Yeah.
Huh? A little scoop.
Just the universe just handing it out to you.
Yeah.
Just marching in.
Yeah.
I fucked him. I fucked the guy after me.
Do you fuck a lot of comics? Or have you been with a lot of comics?
I did the math recently with Renan.
Oh,
and
no.
Plug Renan Hirschberg, friend of the show.
Yeah, he's done this pod.
yeah,
He used to
there
do
you go.
heroin.
And we were laying in bed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
we were shooting the shit, and I did the math, and it's been 11 comics in 11 years, which feels
That's fine.
honestly like I need to catch up. You know,
That's great. That's barely even a mistake.
is this
You
a
know?
good point to mention though that 5 of those years I was dating somebody?
Were they a comic?
No.
Uh-oh.
And then 2 years I was dating somebody else. He was a comic.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
really it's 10 comics in 4 years if you do the math backwards.
that makes you more impressive, I would say.
If we're only counting comics, it's a pretty low number.
Well, I'm marrying a comic, so you know.
I know.
It
I
is
heard.
what it is. I know. Whoops.
Yeah, I plan to. I've already told both of you this. Have sex with both of you separate of each other behind your backs.
Oh,
So,
fun!
I told you on Instagram. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna break you guys up. It's
Oh,
gonna
good.
be fun.
Okay.
Or-
Game on.
Or we'll just poly it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'll be like, oh, I really didn't mean to make this that.
Yeah.
It's a
Now
big
we're just
commitment.
closer. We've united
Oh,
with
man.
you.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of work.
No, it
I don't
seems
really want to
exhausting.
move.
No,
so-
no. I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm big on
Like, yeah,
sleep.
no, go get him. Steve would be too nervous. He'd be like, oh, God, she's talking to me. Ah. You know, he's very sweet.
Oh man.
So, Maria, I actually don't know where you're from. I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
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 And I don't know much about you.
Nice. That's a good friendship.
No, I mean, like, I know a lot about you, but not the logistics.
What have you heard?
Oh, I've heard some things.
Okay,
Okay,
well.
10 comics in 4 years.
I was 11.
Well, I didn't count the ones.
She's not
the
even
the
listening.
2-year one that was a relationship.
She's not even listening.
I wasn't
now
counting that
on
one.
her own podcast.
I was doing my own math.
I don't want to blow your mind, but I did have sex with the comic I dated for 2 years, so he counts.
Okay, fine. I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Oh, how perfect.
and
Fraser
then
Crane.
Upstate, yes, that's my nickname, Maria Fraser Crane Heinegg. Did you know that guy, Kelsey Grammer, admitted that he was drunk for taping most of an alcoholic, obviously, not like, well, I accidentally got drunk every time we taped taped full seasons drunk. Also, fired a gun at his stripper fiance at some point.
Wow.
This is going to shock you guys. They didn't get married.
Oh, they didn't go through with it.
I'm
That's
really
nuts.
just here to give you Frasier updates. That's
I love
the whole-
Frasier. And honestly, him, like, I feel like I could tell those seasons that he was drunk and not.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's really phoning it in, and sometimes it's just too much. Whoa.
Sorry, that's my vibrator.
That is something, huh?
I left it in for the ride. Sometimes the train, you get a little bored, your phone dies. You know.
What am I going to do? That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm going to sit on this bad boy.
every 4 seconds.
Do we hear it? What is
I mean, I can.
Oh, it's is it? It is.
No,
It's
when
definitely.
I said it's a vibrator, I wasn't wrong.
Yep. It is under us. See, you're already stealing me away from Steve. We're vibing together.
We're vibrating together.
Yes. What a strange sound. It's okay. Are we still recording? Yeah. Okay, great. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, no, I like
Yeah,
it. I like
Fonz
the
is
little
gonna-
construction in the back. I think it kind of matches both of our energies, you know?
It's so funny.
We're both
Yeah.
we're both like lady bros.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what do they need help?
Yeah.
Should have told me I would have brought my tools. I I got a lot of stuff.
I got my
okay?
Carhartts in my bag.
Yeah.
No problem.
I bring my drill with me in my fanny pack. I definitely have a fanny pack over there.
Imagine if it was like an adjustable drill and you could really fit it in a fanny pack. It's pink though,
Yeah.
obviously.
Honestly, I was helping Joe list something and my drill, I left it at work, and so I needed something to install, and so I asked Joe if I could borrow his screwdriver or drill, excuse me, and he gave me this little plastic thing that was just, it looked like a toy, like a Fisher Price drill, and I was like,
Oh, did your mommy give you this when you went to college?
I was like, Joe, what is this? He's like, it works for me. And I was like,
Joe who?
List, my
List.
neighbor.
There we go.
Yes.
I thought you said Joe List, but then you said it so fast. That I
Oh,
was like,
sorry.
I
Yeah.
need to know which Joe here.
I also sometimes just assume because we live next to each other in the same building. And so whenever there's handy work needed, I'm the local
Got it.
handyman that does it. You know?
You're the Jordan Jensen of your neighborhood.
Exactly. We both lived in Brooklyn at one point, and we're like, there can only be one. And then we separated.
Oh, man.
Oh, but okay. So you're from Seattle,
Seattle
Washington.
and upstate New York as well. That's
Wow.
where my parents met in high school.
Oh.
They didn't get married till later. They broke up after prom because my dad was ignoring my mom and talking to his friends.
Oh my God. She's got to have standards. Good to know that soon.
She does. She married a bag of trash guy like 2 years later, and then she left him, which
for
is
her.
a good thing. And,
Yeah.
and then she hooked back up with my dad when she was like 31.
That's great.
Yeah. When my mom was my age, she had a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Whoa. That sounds
She was
awful.
almost done. And then she had me and had to start all over again.
Oh, that's got to be terrible.
You got to make one that looks like your new husband.
I
you know?
guess. Yeah.
So,
Cook him up so he stays.
that's what-
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep. They're in upstate New York, nailing it to the wall.
Oh, what city?
I don't know if I call it a city. It's Potsdam. It's like
I've been to Potsdam.
way the fuck up there. Yeah.
I've performed in Potsdam.
Oh boy. Well, we all have problems.
Yeah. Sometimes
At
you just can't say no.
Clarkson University.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a good college. It's an engineering college.
Yeah.
Sweet kids. My mom does like food services stuff up
That's
there. So does
great.
my dad.
I only met about 14 of them because they're the only ones that came to the show.
There you go.
And what are you gonna? It was
I
in
think that's a pretty
gymnasium.
good turnout for Potsdam. I gotta
I
say,
mean-
I think you got the whole student body.
It was in a gym. They
Yep.
cut it in half. There was a they put up a blowy thing, like it was literally like
There was
a half shell.
bouncy house.
Yes, basically a bouncy house that no one got to bounce in. And then on the other side, in the same gym, they were playing basketball.
During the show.
Yes, and then it was during the pandemic, so everyone was seated 6 feet apart from each other.
Would you? Well, if they're 6 feet apart, I think technically, like if you did the math right, there'd be like that means like 60 people came to the show.
No. There were empty chairs.
No, I understand that. I'm saying if they'd been allowed to sit there, you might have gotten more peeps. Like maybe they had a 16-person cap.
Oh, yeah, maybe they did. You know what? Maybe they did.
Would you say that's the worst setup that you've ever had for a show? Is
No.
basketball going on?
No,
Wow.
anything in a park is bad. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. You can go to a good park show though. Like those are a thing. Like I
Those
did.
Are a thing.
God, what's his?
I hate those
I feel
things,
terrible that I can't remember his name right now. It works at New York Comedy Club, and he had Nathan Habib. Great show in a park in Marie Hernandez Park. I want to say it was.
I've done it.
Anyway, that show fucking slapped. There were so many. There were
Yes.
hundreds of people at that show.
Yes, I would still take a half floated.
Basketball show.
Yes.
You like got there. You're like, does anybody want to play basketball
Yes.
while this park show's going on?
I ended up
Really
having a
like-
nice time at that show, and
Good.
but I drove
Sometimes-
5 hours back that
Yeah,
night.
that
It was rough.
It takes longer than 5 hours usually to get there, but
Yeah.
let's talk about traffic for the
Yeah.
rest of us. This is the most like
I
we're
was
like
about to say,
fixing stuff around the
Sure.
apartment, traffic.
have you ever
It's the real
gotten drunk in a car?
hot ticket episode? Who hasn't been drunk in a car? Don't be ridiculous.
I've never been drunk driving. I've never drunk
You
driving.
don't have to be driving to be in a car. But-
Now.
But yes, I have driven. I think twice. Once in high school.
Oh, so it doesn't count.
I mean, somebody died, but no.
Okay.
And then once in college, I hit a parked truck when I was parking the car. It was
Oh,
these
no.
are not that it makes it better. Don't drunk drive, blah blah blah. Don't cancel me. But it was like 15 miles an hour. You know what I mean? We're driving up like a local street in my college town
Yeah.
during a reunion. So I guess it was right after college.
Yeah.
I switched shirts with a girl at a party before I did it, if that gives you an idea of the level of drunk. Or actually, it was with a guy. I take it back now that I recall. Yeah.
Now that's more on brand.
He didn't quite fit in my really tight sweater.
Well, that's just fun.
He was a little twink.
Yeah, that's just fun comedy right there. So growing up in Seattle, were you cool in high school?
Absolutely not.
No.
I'd say like out of 10, like at peak, I could hit like a 4, maybe a 5.
Oh, good God.
I had my people's like senior year, and we weren't like I don't know. Maybe we were like a 6.
Yeah.
But I wasn't at the top of that,
Were you drinking?
Dominance pile. I started drinking. I don't remember if it was the summer before senior year or the summer after, but I was such a good little Gretchen.
Yes.
Good little Grace, as the Shel Silverstein poem goes.
Oh, is that a Shel
about the pancakes?
Wow, that's a deep cut, Shel Silverstein.
Yeah, well, I'm just a real fucking poet. People always say that about me. So
yeah, that's why you were a 6. It's probably a 4.
I hope that this is the teaser and you don't give them the context that we're talking about coolness and that you're just rating my attractiveness.
Yeah, that's
6,
actually,
maybe a 4. Now that I think about it, a 3 on a good day.
The real podcast is only 2 minutes long, and it's me taking everything you say out of context.
I mean, that's a good podcast, and it's a good celebrity interview.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm getting ready for entertainment.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. PerezHilton.com.
Do you remember the first time you ever got drunk?
Yes. So, trying to decide. So yes, we went over to my friend Marta's house.
Wow.
Her parents weren't there. Shout out Marta Zabarella and Mukilteo, Washington. And we had Spodie. So they put like fruit in really cheap vodka, and then you like eat the fruit. And I was like, a little buzzed, and I was like, oh my God, I'm drunk.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Just the gals?
Time. Yeah, just the gals.
That's
we
great.
Just all, it's just like a witch's coven of scissoring. It was a great time. Everybody fucked everybody. We all lost our virginity. No.
It's Seattle. Anything goes.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I would never judge. You also said you were going to fuck me and Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to be
not coming out of left field.
I just want to be clear. I was 17. Okay. I wasn't quite like porn planning. I
had a lady friend at 17.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was the German exchange student.
Yeah, she was. That feels totally right.
She was very boyish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She was definitely a tomboy.
I mean, just in general, Europeans are more comfortable being slutty from a younger age.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of titty grabbing. Anyway,
hell yeah.
We had a fun time.
I bet you did.
We did.
Just young, discovering each other's bodies.
Oh, God. Jesus. Now I want to vomit. Maria, you said you have a list.
I do have a list. Are you ready?
Let's look at this list.
Number 1, very stoned in junior year of college. We're watching TV. It's like 1 a.m. and the doorbell rings. And literally 5 minutes before the doorbell rings, I shit you not, someone's like, man, we should order a fucking pizza. Doorbell rings. Go and open the door. It's a delivery guy. It is a pizza delivery guy. And we're like, oh my God. We put it out into the universe and it came back. It was like a verbal vision board realized, right?
Yes.
Which reminds me of that Maria Bamford joke where she's like, I put a microwave on my vision board. My sister saw it and she's like, you put a microwave on your vision board? I'll buy you a fucking microwave. And she's like, vision realized. Anyway, I'm going to spin off by doing somebody else's bit for every story.
It's only okay if it's Maria Bamford's.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, both Maria's bipolar,
basically
blonde at this point.
Your bit.
Yeah. So what people always compare our comedy, very similar, equally famous and talented. Don't laugh at that part. Okay.
I was laughing at the fame part.
Sure you were. Yeah, that's also hurtful. All of it's not fun. All of it's depressing. It's fine.
She's been doing it for 3 decades.
You and I will have a Netflix show soon. It's going to be good.
One day.
Yeah. We're just mount women. Okay. People would watch that. I just want to be clear. We're not wrong.
No. The internet is very shallow.
Yeah. I always say the internet is mostly, the internet's a pretty snotty place for mostly sex and cats.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we, this is so highbrow, huh?
Yeah, really? Yeah. Oh, aren't we going to figure out politics? Yeah. I say that like I'm like, fuck figuring out human rights. Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, the delivery guy gets there. We open the door and he's like, hi. And he's like, you just need to sign here. Like, we didn't even have to pay for the pizza. And we looked at it and it was like an old roommate of like a couple of them that just like had it delivered to the same place. We were like, she's just gonna get another pizza for them fucking up. It was a taco pizza. A taco pizza. Are you fucking kidding me? As a stoned person, you're like, I didn't think this could get better. You know? You're just like, wow, this is the best day of my life.
Do you smoke weed still?
Well, up until like a month ago, when I got arrested. No,
I was like, really?
So I mentioned I have bipolar. My stupid therapist said that I have to be 100% sobies.
Yeah.
No booze, no drugs, nothing. And I mean, you know, a couple times a year I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah.
But
forever?
That's what she wants. Yeah.
Oof.
She wants me to be a fucking nun though. She wants no drinking, no drugs, no hormonal birth control. Yeah, that's right. I should just use condoms for the rest of my life.
I'm so sorry. That shouldn't happen to anybody.
I'm not going to be doing that part.
No.
No caffeine.
Got it.
No nicotine. I'm trying to think what else.
Oh,
Go to bed at the same time I mean, obviously I'm not doing all this shit. Like,
No.
let's not be. But I didn't drink for like 3. Like, I don't care about drinking, so that one's not a hard one. Like, I won a couple of champagnes with some oysters at Christmas.
Absolutely.
And like on my birthday.
Yeah,
you know.
it's your day.
It's my month. And, do you remember that from Sex and the City? She's like, it's my wedding week. And they're like, Charlotte, you get a day.
Yeah.
It's a day. And then I always pour one out on my brother's death anniversary, you know. So, I mean, I pour one in and I pour one out. Just to
one
be
for
clear.
both of you.
Yeah. We both deserve it. Mostly me, but
Yeah. You put in the time.
So taco pizza.
Taco pizza.
What was the next one? I don't want to get us off track. I love a time limit. Oh, okay. This is a really fun one. We'll go till I'm done. Do you understand me? Both of you. It's college. I went to a very white upstate Washington college, Western Washington University.
Oh.
Wish I had gone to UW, but I got waitlisted. You know what I mean?
Oh, those fuckers.
A little bit too fun to get into UW.
Yeah.
And this fucker, you're like furious. You write him a letter.
You should have accepted her.
And there's obviously 2 local clubs, you know, in Bellingham, Washington, which is just like hilarious in retrospect. You know, where it's like, anyway, so I go and, you know, you just get wasty faced and you're twerking and just, you know, drop down, get your eagle on, etc. And
it was a different time.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. It probably still exists, but anyway, you can put it in the liner notes afterward.
Sure,
when this
they were
goes to vinyl.
Place to get their eagle on. Yeah. I'll make sure they know.
If you're looking for an eagle dropping location, might we refer you to? So I think it was called the Night something, but it wasn't Nighthawk. That was a different bar. Anyway,
if you want to go from the window to the wall,
we'd love to point you from the wall to the wall to the wall. All mirrors, obviously, with the ballet bar in case you really need to drop it down. It's for safety if you think about it.
Honestly,
it's just like less lawsuits.
That's just like literally used to be a dance studio. Someone's dreams failed. And now it's
I mean, did they fail or did they escalate?
Yeah, maybe they shifted.
Yeah, they're like, we'll overserve you, but we will give you something to grab onto when you're on your way down. Just in case. Oh man, just looking at it from like lawyer liability, like we're really doing all the adult angles. Stuff. Like that's a safety hazard.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, and here's a coupon for a ballet class from the kid you're about to make
Oh my God.
in this club.
Woo!
I know, God bless.
Yeah. As long as you don't deliver there, it's probably fine. But rent the place out, do a home birth in a club.
I just like all the mirrors.
One of those jacuzzis.
Oh no. I can't imagine getting out of that jacuzzi and not being sticky for a week. Just
I think that's the newborn that's sticky. It's not supposed to be you, Caitlin.
well, all the stuff is in with the water.
How much stuff do you think is in there?
In
I love that you think there's enough stuff to outdo, like, that it's viscous enough that it's going to outdo a full jacuzzi of regular water.
Gross. I don't want it. Get it.
We're never going to get through the last
Okay,
story.
we're eagling
I'm not
it.
rushing you up.
No, we're eagling it.
There's nothing
You're twerking.
I'm
you
twerking.
Painted a picture.
I suddenly have, like you do in college, where you don't learn that mixing alcohol with a ton of sugar in the drinks, because those are the fun ones. You just want a liquid popsicle.
Yes,
is not great gastrointestinal wise. And right before I went to this club, I hooked up with Kevin, can't remember his last name, having a good time fooling around. Have not had sex at this point in my life, so just everything, the eating, the sucking, etc.
Okay.
The love on love third base that we all do only now. No intercourse. Anyway, get to the club, feel this tingle in my jingle, and I go into the bathroom and just didn't quite make it. Just sharted on my thong. Sharted on my bright blue lace thong. Gift from my mother. She gave me a lot of those.
Why?
Very, very, progressive. Just wanted her daughter to have all the nice lace thongs.
It is Seattle. I forgot. Yeah. You do you.
She's from a very small, white, conservative upstate New York town.
Really?
So, yeah. She's banging it out.
Yeah.
With, not
She's
being.
I will
person.
be the opposite. Yeah.
Yes.
So you sharted?
Sharted.
How much of a mess did we make here?
Nothing. I just, it popped right. It was a tiny shart. You know what I mean? It was enough that the lace thongs in the back, just for the the viewers at home, they're like this across in your butt. So it really it caught it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't fall out.
Like a Kleenex.
I'm pretty sure it was like a phantom one too. I don't think there was much cleanup.
Oh, that's great.
So you just take you just toss the little, kibble of poop in the toilet.
Uh-huh.
And then you throw the
like
the
a
thong
rabbit
in the tampon, and just be like, oh, we're just done with this thong. We're too drunk. We're not gonna figure out how to take home a thong with a little poop on it. Let's not be crazy.
But it was an heirloom from your mother.
Okay, the idea that it's an heirloom is so fucked up.
This was her mother's thong, my thong, and I pass it to you only to be sharted on.
Yeah,
in a nightclub.
I mean, I'm sure that if it were an heirloom, they sharted on it too. Let's not pretend like we're above a shart in a thong. Okay.
Not the Heineggs. They're sharting all over the place.
Well, she's the Mulligan side of the family, but
well, that's a do-over.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not that progressive. We didn't take my mom's last name. Don't be crazy.
Well, my mom kept her last name.
Good for her.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, and my little sister has 5 names.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's where gender confusion comes from.
Yeah.
Too many names.
She does have short hair.
Oh boy, what a dyke. How old is she?
She is 27.
What's her name?
Jessica.
Listen, Jessica, you fucking dyke. Shout out to Jessica. Live your life. I'm sorry.
Oh, she is bi.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Same.
So you just hate crimed my sister.
Yeah, well, I'm also a hybrid, so good luck. Good luck canceling me for that one.
All right, fine.
I'm just one of those
I'll get you.
straight white male I believe in you. Straight white male comics that goes around, well, I'm gonna get canceled for that one. Just all the fun that drives me so much.
You can't say anything nowadays.
Yeah.
No. Just stop saying retarded.
Yeah.
just stop
except
it
for right now when you just said it. Can't even say the
I was
N-word.
saying that you can't say it.
Yeah, that's different.
Different. I'm helping.
It's like you can't even say the N-word in the Apollo anymore. Okay. I tried to do it, and then you said your fun line, and I was like, we're gonna run it back and do it anyway. We're gonna force this. We're gonna sandwich this joke, wedge it right in.
2 mistakes.
Me and me.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
Shardy.
And then after I went to the club.
Oh, there's more?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I went back to Kevin's
Good.
house to fool around more.
Kev.
And we're fooling around. He goes, "Hey, what happened to your bright blue thong that you were wearing earlier?" And I was like, "I just didn't blink an eye. I wasn't wearing a thong before." He's like, "I'm pretty certain you're wearing that." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Like just full denial. Like, I mean, if I had taken a lie detector test, I would have passed.
Yeah.
It's just drunk confidence of, no, you're an idiot.
Yeah. How dare you try and tell me that I don't know what I was wearing?
Don't tell me about my underwear, okay? Don't try to mansplain my underwear.
Yeah.
Don't gaslight me with these claims of underwear.
It's unfair?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You shart?
Yep. Shart.
Then Kev says no. How old were you when this happened?
21.
Okay.
Yep.
When did you lose your virginity?
Right before I turned 25. Very drunk for that too.
Wow.
Yep. I'd been stalking a bartender for at least 6 months. I would just go to his brunch shift with my friends, to be clear. And
Okay.
he seemed to also enjoy it. So.
Oh, good.
And then one day I got to Facebook you up, and I was like, yes, I am. I was like, come on over. And he came over, and I don't really remember any of the sex, but I am totally fine with that because I saw there were 5 condoms the next morning. One of them was hanging over, when you have the glass sliding door for your shower? One of them was just hanging over the top of the sliding door. And I was like, man, how'd we have sex all the way up there?
know you were a virgin?
I'm sure I told him. I was very open about it. And he's probably. I'm glad I'm drunk because for a starter, it's like.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
You would not want to be
That's
present for that.
No. The first time?
Yeah. I do want to clarify so he doesn't sound rapey. He was also very drunk. So it was a mutual, very drunk situation.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then he ended up.
You're great. You're good. You got the green light.
Good guy. And well, I don't want to. Well, he doesn't care. He did end up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose my virginity, and then I'm gonna like fall in love with the person. Like that was my concern because all my high school friends like slept with their boyfriends. Their loser boyfriends and then fell in love with them. I was like, ew, I don't want to love any of these idiots. Yeah. So I waited. I am kind of glad I waited. I've had very little bad sex and very few small penises.
Oh, that's great.
God is good.
God is good. Well, the first time you want a small penis.
Yeah, but again, I wasn't. My vagina was like, whatever.
It was pretty loose.
Couldn't have been more loose, I'm going to tell you, unless I was stoned or something.
Loose puss, not loose.
It was like dilated, like they do your eyes when you get an eye exam. It was like wearing the black glasses afterward the next morning, just for full like Ray Charles in it, like in my living room.
Stupid hoe.
It was more of a Ray Charles eye patch, if you think about it.
Yeah.
We didn't do anal, so it was just the one lens.
Good for you. Because a lot of women are like, well, I won't have sex, but you can put it in my ass.
Yeah, I'm not Mormon. Don't be crazy.
Insane. That's wildly
live your life.
uncomfortable.
You like
yes,
anal,
of course.
of
course. Never king shame.
Or Mormon soaking. You know what that is.
Oh, I know what Mormon soaking
Well,
is.
for the viewers at home, we're going to show you right now.
Get in here, fun. Yeah. I know you're soft. Let's go.
Yeah, his pants are off, but his shoes are on. So this is upsetting.
It's really uncomfortable. It happens about midway through every podcast. I don't know what's going on.
It's just a quick break.
Yeah, it's not my studio. I have no place to say. Anyway.
It's the studio fee, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was
just
like, I'll let you record, but
air it out.
There's a price. Don't shame sex work. We're just trying to get by. No, not you. I meant the people judging us.
Oh, okay, great.
I just like to project worst possible reaction.
I did say the R word, so
you did.
I mean,
that's the name of the episode. The R word.
You said the R word.
I'm trying to think what else it could be besides that word for the R word.
Rejected.
Ooh,
I remember in what was it, like in high school? There was like the whole don't say.
Yeah.
The R word. And so I would substitute it with rejected. That's so rejected. It's just like fetch.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not going to happen.
No, it didn't happen.
I bet it didn't.
And then I just didn't say
you got rejected.
Yeah, I did. A lot. Oh, God. And then sometimes you think you're making a point and then it flies out and you're like, well, I'm part of the problem.
That's what I'm going to put on my gravestone. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, I got 3 left. Do we have enough? Where are we at for time?
Oh, we're great.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Perfect.
Great.
Okay. This is perfect because we're doing like fun shit in the middle. It's not all about me. I like to be generous on people's podcasts, I don't want them to feel like they're just here to ask about me.
We don't have that much time. Let's go.
All right, okay. The first time I ever did drugs, like not weed.
Okay.
Which is the drug, just to be clear.
It is.
We need
a gateway drug.
Illegalize it.
Look at her now.
It's a gateway drug to sleeping a lot on the couch. Just waking up with Cheeto dust all over your mouth. But it was
in a taco pizza.
New Year. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Bar Matchless. Rest in peace. In Greenpoint.
Very sad.
Having a great time. Comedian party mostly, and then random people that probably wish they would have known it was kind of a comedian party.
Yeah,
they're all fucking losers,
loud losers.
Yeah, just loud, really just running bits off each other, pretending it's not just a night to have a good time. Like, just yelling over each other like, "Oh, I got a good line," like we should all kill ourselves. So, and Micah Fox came, and she brought her roommate. who is a very hot woman,
Mhm.
British, thick, and all the dudes were trying to figure out how to get up in that miniskirt.
Okay.
It was velvet. It was a dress. It was pretty nice.
Yeah?
Still got a picture of it that I
Good.
creeped and screenshotted for Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's the first woman I ever fucked. So.
Oh, okay. This is how that story's ending. Okay,
I
got
just
it.
watched her from a corner
Yeah.
the whole time. I want to like get up and like go behind this curtain to be like, just Homer Simpson, but rapey.
Yeah.
I remember her smell.
Oh God.
I don't. We were drunk. But Will Miles was there. He was
Mhm.
dancing with her. He had given me the Molly, and then I rudely took her from him. Like,
Yeah.
he was closing the deal, and I was like, I don't think so. So that was a nice night of fucking a very hot woman.
On Molly.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be the best sex you could ever have.
it was good. It was a very good time, and Micah could hear us from the other room
Oh,
since they were
no.
roommates. I mean, she was having sex with her boyfriend. It wasn't. It wasn't. Anyway,
Oh.
we rang in the new year. You know,
Yeah,
just eating
literally.
each other's pussies.
Yeah.
Just ringing the old clit bell, if you will.
Ding-a-ling.
New year, new me.
Well, and she was the first woman you were ever with.
Sex, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all, made out. And
Oh, of course. We all
know.
love attention.
jangled the jungles.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
et
Oh,
cetera.
hi.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I'm touching a boob
Yeah.
and it's not mine.
it's like,
very
a
exciting.
15-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
So that was a fun one.
That's fun.
We follow each other on Instagram now,
That's
in case
nice.
you want to know.
Keep in touch.
Let's see. Oh yeah. So I matched with this guy on Field, which I don't know if you know about that app.
Don't know anything
Used to be
about
called
Field.
Thrinder, and it was supposed to, I was an early adopter, thanks. Supposed to be for people finding threesomes.
Got it.
And you can match with couples, or you can match with two people, and then you can all bring each other into a room. But that never really made sense to me, because it's like, well, I'm not going to fuck two people until I fuck one of them and
Yeah.
figure out if I want to bang that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
too many variables.
Yeah, that's too much all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I matched with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
We started hooking up. He was married, but I love when people say ethical non-monogamous, and it's like, well, unethical non-monogamous is just cheating. So
Yeah.
it's either non-monogamous or it's cheating. Like,
Yeah.
so annoyed. They're just trying to pat themselves on the back.
Yeah,
but they're like,
exactly.
we're doing it the right way.
It's okay. She said it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Once-
you're going to be divorced in 2 years.
Yeah, they were actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think about
For
it.
sure.
The first chick I fucked off there, the more that she told me about the scenario when I went over, the more I was like, it sounds like your husband doesn't have any idea what you're doing right now. She was like, I've just brought up to him that I have questions. And I was like, does he know that I'm at your apartment right now? And then we're about to, and it was like, clearly, she just kept sidling around it. And I was like, well, you're already here. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
We're not going to not have
It's
sex.
your mistake, not mine.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
got my whole hand inside of her. That's when I realized what the vagina is
Shit.
capable of. Yeah. And she did not have, like, we can have babies. You know what I mean? Like, you just do it slowly and then you get it in there, You never figure it out with men because, I mean,
No,
most of them
of course.
don't have a hand-sized penis. Thank
No,
God.
no, thank God.
what an interesting
what a
shape.
nightmare.
We're just doing like shadow puppets.
It's snapping. Dude. Dinner. Just like, oh no.
So, but like men just shove it in there. You know what I mean? There's no
Mhm.
like warm ups the way that you have to do like with, ass stuff.
Sure.
Or like when lesbians do it.
Yeah.
So they never find out like, yeah, I could make more room in there. I can make this a little less unpleasant for you, but who cares about you? Here does no one. So.
So that's
So we're hooking up, whatever, having a
Got
good
it.
time. And then he's like, oh, well, we should go hang out with my wife. And so we did. And we went out to some bars. We did some coke, whatever. Their friends met up. And one of their friends, like, it was a dude and his wife, or maybe his girl, whatever. I don't know their legal status.
yeah.
And I was just, on coke and drunk, and she was hot. So I just kept kissing her. And she was fine with it. Her husband, on the other hand, did not enjoy it.
Really?
And so eventually, like the guy that I was there with, that I've been hooking up with, he was like, maybe you should go home. And I was like, no, thanks. I just stayed. We ended up back at their luxury apartment. This is like Lower East Side. Like, this is worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He was like running a magazine at the time, and now
Ooh.
he owns a sex club.
Wow.
And this is how like rich people party it was.
Mhm.
His wife ended up in the bathtub just by herself while everyone else was just like, there's like 40 people at their apartment just people sitting in the bathroom chatting with her.
Oh,
She's
God.
like, I don't need like coked out. Who knows
Yeah.
what else? Like probably pills. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. And then the three of us obviously have sex that night. I
Mhm.
peg her, which was really fun. Or I guess I don't know if it's pegging, if it's in the vagina.
No, yeah, I would say it's a strap on.
Yeah, I strapped on her.
You know, because I'm so I know all this shit. Okay.
She's doing a lot of it, to be honest.
Yeah. I peg.
Steven's curled up in a ball shaking in a corner somewhere, but other than that.
I say I peg all the time, and Steve's like, You don't peg. Why are you telling people that you peg?
And you're like, well, I don't peg you.
Yeah. But our cats are very soft.
Oh my
kidding.
God.
I'm kidding.
You
Was that
ever-
too far?
No.
Was that worse than the R word? Oh, no.
Canceled. Our cats are so soft. Our cats are named N-word
Our
1 and N-word 2.
rejected cats are so soft.
God. Oh my God. Did you read about that chick that like her roommate had a cat and she put something on her like clit and got the cat to come over and like and it was caught on video though.
No.
And so and she was like evicted anyway, but Wilfred Padua had to move her out. He like got there and was like, "Oh my God, that's the pussy eating the pussy video lady." And so she had to move and she was charged with something. You know, it's literally on, camera.
It's so bad.
It's bad, but also I'm sure the cat doesn't give a shit. You
No,
know what I
the
mean?
cat does
Like,
not.
we're upset because it's
Yeah.
disgusting and it shouldn't happen, but also the cat was not traumatized.
No, the cat was not shaking in a corner. The
Yeah.
cat is fine.
Yes.
The cat is like, that was good kibble.
Yeah.
I loved it.
She's like skulking around her new neighborhood at
Yeah.
night.
Who's lonely?
You're kidding. Oh boy. Anyway, so we banged, and then she gave me actually another thong story. That's the through line here. She gave me an expensive thong the next day, and this was in 2016. I still have it to this day.
That's great.
Lovely memories.
Oh, now pass that on to your daughter.
I got a shard in it first. So. Oh, and by the way, and here I forgot this is my favorite note. Here's how much those two drank, at least at the time. Don't know where they're at now in their lives. We were walking down the street the next morning to like go get brunch or whatever, as you do
Yes.
after, a threesome.
Of course.
And this guy drives by and he goes, "Hey," and calls their names, and they're like, "Hey," they know his name, and they're like, "See you later," or whatever. And he drives off. I was like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "That's our liquor store guy." That's how much you're drinking. They're on a first name basis with their neighborhood liquor store guy.
That's the world I want to
I
live
was
in.
like, that
okay?
is inspirational.
Just think about it. The liquor store guy with the richest guy in Lower East Side with a sex club. They're all just New York, baby.
It's a lot of chlamydia.
It's
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? You're not wrong. All right. I think we
Okay.
got time for one last story.
And that's perfect because that's exactly
Oh
how many I have
my-
left.
Look at this.
It's a long one, but I'm going to bang it out real fast for you. okay?
Exactly.
So
Peg it out, baby.
that's right. Okay. So the night before, I can't even remember who it was, which is upsetting. I had banged somebody.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Who knows?
Happy for you.
Somebody, right?
Mhm.
And then the next day I am flying to Austin for some shows and there's
Mhm.
also a bachelorette weekend. Like, I just
Fun.
like smushed them together, right? And so I took off work and Sam Evans had the day off, one of my besties. Shout out Sam, friend of the pod.
Mhm.
And just I like to call everyone friend of the
Well,
pod.
he's done the pod.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
but not a friend.
No,
We've asked
not
him,
my friend.
Don't come back. He's been banned, which coincidentally is what this story is about. Not about Sam, but
It's like,
anyway,
what'd he do?
so we got it's long. It's upsetting. It involves a cat. So
No. He cat sits for us.
no, I forgot. I actually knew that. I wish.
No.
I talked to the cats. They're fine with it. So,
Yeah, if they're
Luckily-
scarred, we don't know about
luckily,
it.
he doesn't have a clit. So
Yeah, no. Then I'd hate to know about what they're licking.
just a butt clit.
Okay.
I know your family's gonna disown you. So
Not Benny.
you get home and the cats are gone. No note.
She's not.
The litter box is gone.
She's not able emotionally to take care of these cats.
This is our secret. So Sam and I, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, let's go get drunk and eat some tacos, before I
Mhm.
leave. So we go and do it. I'm being very cavalier with time. Like, I have not packed yet. And, it gets to the point where, my flight's in like an hour and I have not left Bed-Stuy. So I have to like hop in a cab, you know.
Yeah.
I get there. It's a long line because it's a fucking Friday at like 6 p.m. Like I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a really long TSA line. And so, but I see this Delta lady and I'm taking Delta and I'm like, hey, is there any way you can take me through? Like I'm going to miss my flight. And she's like very annoyed, which is fair. Takes me through. I literally get there right as they close the tarmac doors or whatever those are called. And I was like, you know, beside myself. I'm drunk. I've missed my flight. I go up to the Delta guy at the counter, you know, at the terminal. And I'm like, can you please reopen the doors? Like I'm right here. Like you could let me on. The plane's still here. They haven't even closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
he's like, no, I'm sorry. Like for security reasons, like we can't open it back up once it's closed. And I just was very drunk and arguing with him. I was like, I have to be in a wedding tomorrow morning. I didn't, right?
Yeah,
you know, like just made up shit. And I'm going full Karen, like full white woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, ma'am. And I was like, you know, I was like, you have to get me on that. Like, I need another flight tonight. I didn't like just having an absolute fucking tantrum, like just being the worst white woman alive or just person. I don't know, whatever you want.
That just sounds like a horrible person.
Just short of genocide. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, then this is the perfect Karen. I was like, then I need to speak to your manager, like full, like literally just the trope, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I am the manager. And I was like, well, I need to speak to your manager. And I'm like, I'm it. Or he's like, I am it. And I was like, well, what an honor to meet the CEO of Delta Airlines. And like, and then I went to like take a picture of his badge so I could like complain about him, you know, or whatever. And he's like, ma'am, it's illegal to take pictures of like people at the airport, like workers at the airport, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay, fine. Like I'm deleting it. And I like showed him that I was deleting it. And he's like, I'm going to call security. And I was like, no, don't call security. And he's like, it's too late, ma'am. Like this is too much. I'm calling. And so I just run away from the counter. I run away from the desk. And then I go, you know, and then I go over to like Delta, you know, to like their customer service area. And I was like, I need to get on another flight. And I think they already just kind of like knew, like he probably like tipped him off that I was coming. And they're like, there's nothing we can do for you. Like, and I had bought the plane ticket on points. And they were like,
no.
Like the guy had offered to rebook me before I got like nasty. Yeah. And so it was like, they could rebook. They were just choosing, which I respect. Like it's 100, like I've deserved far less. Than
to frontier with you. Yeah, this is more of a
they were like, there's a rowboat with wheels outside. Get to grinding, bitch. Flintstone your way to Austin. And people are like, there's a rowboat?
No, it's called Spirit Airlines.
I don't know what stuff is. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And or United. I've heard a lot of people hate United, apparently.
Oh, really?
They've never done me wrong personally.
Well,
but
you haven't thrown a tantrum yet. We'll find out.
Promises. Actually, I think they put me in first class one time. So shout out to United, friend of the pod. You know?
No, I'm Delta. Absolutely not.
I feel like if United wanted to sponsor you, you would not turn them away.
No, I'm platinum.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nope, I'm platinum and Delta.
Delta can't take away your platinum for you taking money. No. Listen, it's United, bitch.
I won't do it.
She will.
I won't.
Just so you know, I'm going to reach out to my people at United.
Yeah, go ahead. So you can get first class.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're doing it.
I'm loyal.
Okay, you're not. Everyone says that who cheats. I'm non-ethically non-monogamous with Delta. I thought we were poly. What's the problem? Anyway, so they won't rebook my flight. They're like, you're gonna have to call the airline that the points were with, because it wasn't with Delta. It was with Alaska Airlines. Shout out, real friend of the pod. That's my shit. I mean, I like Delta too. We don't have to do this. Anyway, so they like give me my points back, but there's not another flight I can buy with the points for whatever, you know. So I have to literally, I'm in the airport. I have to get on my laptop and buy a plane ticket at the airport, which feels ridiculous. Like I'm sitting next to a customer service desk. Yeah. But they don't let you do that anymore, right? Like you basically can't do that for security reasons.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So I'm on the phone trying to get these points back, and I'm like weeping, super fucking drunk. And my friend Alec walks by and he goes, "Hey, Maria." And I was like, "I can't do this right now. Okay, just keep walking." It's like, okay. And so I switched the flight. I can't get a flight out until like 6 a.m. or something like that. So I'm going to have to take I'm like so mad that I have to like go home and come back. It was like 8 a.m. And so I'd been Tindering with this guy earlier in the day. And so I like got Panda Express, obviously, to drown my sorrows.
Of course.
And then I like messaged him and I was like, hey, LOL, actually my flight got canceled. I'm going out tomorrow morning. What are you up to? Because we had like already kind of like agreed, to meet up. Mm-hmm. So we meet up at some random, like just kind of like tacky bar in Bed-Stuy and just get wasted, go back to his apartment, maybe have the dankest weed I've ever smoked in my whole life. Just get fucked, immediately take a cab home, and then sleep in and be so close to missing my second
God.
flight. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the best part of the story. At the customer service desk, when they wouldn't help me rebook a flight, it says, hi, ma'am, it says here that you're on the no-fly list.
Oh, my God.
So that's probably my favorite drunk story.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You got on the no-fly list.
Yeah, I was
for being
proud of
Karen.
myself. It's like a special no-fly list.
Yeah. It's like just difficult.
Yeah.
Not going to hurt us.
This bitch.
Just verbally abuse us.
Well, they didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hold my bag.
Yeah.
That's like the white woman version of hold my hoops.
Yeah.
So that's my Delta no-fly list. And I was very nervous the next time I took Delta because I was like, I don't know how long you're on the list.
Yeah.
I think it was a daily one because nothing was said. And
yeah.
Now I have a Delta Airlines credit card, so I fucking dare you guys.
See?
To
You love Delta. Delta's great.
I'm very pro Delta.
Very pro Delta.
I've never taken Spirit, but that's the only one that I'm
that
afraid
I won't
of.
do. I won't do. All right.
I've never
I
had
have
a
dignity.
terrible airline, I don't think.
I have.
What do you got?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
They're a sponsor. It's your only airline
I know.
sponsor.
It's basically Southwest. Southwest, I did not have.
Oh, really?
Experience.
I've had good Southwest flights.
I've had it good, and then I've had the worst of the worst.
Sure.
But what are you gonna do?
It's the Southwest. Very
Yeah.
untrustworthy. Did you just caress my leg with your foot?
Oh, my shoes untied.
Later, Caitlin. Not on
my
air.
God. Well, we got to wrap up. Maria, where can people find you?
Okay. Well, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at MariaHeinegg, Maria Heinegg, my name, you might have noticed. If you want to pay me for being entertaining, you can also find me on Cash App. And what's the other one? Venmo. Yeah. What's the other one? I can't remember.
Whoa.
I'm on PayPal too, but
No,
you get
who
it.
uses PayPal? under
People
the
use
age of
PayPal.
40?
I know someone in their 20s who does. It's like people with Yahoo email addresses.
Yeah.
Also, if you have a
It's a statement.
Yahoo, you automatically use PayPal. You know what I mean? You're like, send me cash in the mail. And then you can follow my new podcast that launches this Sunday. It's called Baby Adult Podcast. Caitlin will be on it shortly. People come on and talk about what they've been doing with their dumb asses from 18 to 25 years of age.
Whoop, whoop.
And my shows are in my stories on Instagram. You can go to my website if you want to look at some high-res photos, but it's going to give you really nothing else.
Just go to the link tree, baby.
Yep, I don't have one.
All right. Well, anyway.
I need the link tree. I don't know why.
You gotta
I
get a
don't.
link tree.
I
That's
don't know
great.
what to do with it.
All right.
We'll talk about it. This is
I'm trying to end this podcast.
Yeah, that's not really my thing. You can just cut me off anytime.
Goodbye.
Just turn the mic off.
Goodbye.